Tracy here with your pick a pile for this week. Yes, I made it into the park again, just changing this over a little bit. Yeah, it's a good day out here today. It really is. It's a little clouded over. We're supposed to get some rain, but we'll see what happens. So everybody, welcome. If this is your first time, I am Tracy / Adora. Yes, this is my group, if that's what you're reading me from. I have that on Facebook, Adora's Divinations, the meeting room. That's where I do post most of these things anyway, but if you're following me on YouTube, awesome. If you're not, subscribe down below. I do post these every week, and yeah, they can be fun. And you always learn something as well. Like this week, it's pick a weed. I figured it's a great time for, people are getting their gardens cleaned out and their lawns and such. But one thing I do want to emphasize, and just like make sure everybody is aware of, that if you are doing any of foraging for any of these so-called weeds, make sure you're doing them in a safe place. And when I mean safe, I mean a place that has not had any pesticides or any chemicals. Like everything is all natural, clean, because yeah, you don't want to be eating that stuff. All right, so make sure you're gathering from far away from there. Go for a drive down like an old country road and take a walk in a bush, that sort of thing. Yeah, you want to make sure the place is safe. Alrighty, so that's number one, foremost, giving out that warning right now. Alrighty, letting everybody know. Okay, so it's also summer solstice this weekend, which is amazing. It's amazing. It's kind of like, wow, with the Mercury retrograde that's in effect. Like the last video that I did, oh my God, did I struggle. I am so sorry. There is no time numbers for it, and I know that brought my numbers down, but you know what, I am so sorry. It took everything to get that video posted. I recorded it off of a Mac laptop. I don't have a camera. I use my phone or a laptop. So I used a Mac, which is my daughter's girlfriend's laptop, and I thought, okay, great. But getting all my editing that I do, editing, when I mean editing, I mean putting everything together, is all done on my phone. Because I just find I work better, and my computer aren't they're not good enough. Okay, my phone's the best thing around. Sorry, there's some mosquitoes, so we're gonna get rain. So I apologize for the last video. It didn't the message was true. Okay, that had nothing to do with the last video. Like what words were coming out of my mouth were spot on, but I'm talking about how the videos were all put together, and the techie part of it, that part was messed up. So I do apologize for that. What we have going on this week, yeah, like I said, summer solstice is going on. It's also Lithia, which is yeah, you know what, this is my memory going again. You see, I identified as Wiccan for 2 years, and I did celebrate all the Sabbats, and now I just kind of do I always do a celebration. Okay, like I always do a little something. So I guess I'm more identifiable now, as pagan. I kind of believe in this and that and a little bit of everything, right? It's all bundled up in between, which makes a wonderful and normal, my normal me. All right, this is who I am. Finally love myself, which is an amazing feeling. You all need to do what you can to get there. Do what you can to get there, because I'm telling you, it's an amazing feeling. It really is. So yeah, okay, so enough about that. That's an intro. I have a feeling this one might be a little bit of a long one. Okay, so there's my intro. Let's get into the descriptions of the weeds and such. Alrighty, so yeah, first one is the dandelion. Okay, the dandelion. Let me start off by saying all information that I'll be giving you today is taken from this book. Okay, my daughter bought me this book at Indigo. None of these people are sponsored or anything. I'm just letting you know this is a book that I like. Okay, when I first got into, or I should say, started an interest in what was calling me magic and what earth and what everything has to do with one another, that's when I got into this. And you know what, it's amazing what Mother Earth supplies us in abundance, just on her own, as long as we are cautious and careful with how we treat it. Okay, you never take more than 25% from one area. You know, it's best to, you know, here's an area that I have. I'll go around and, you know, I make sure not to pick a whole bunch in one area, like, you know, because you want that one to spread, and that's how you're going to keep everything growing the way it should. Okay, so yeah, that's another little hint and clue. I really hope everybody listens to everything as we go, because yeah, I find all of this is very interesting. It is. It's very interesting, and like I said, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Okay, so the dandelion. We all know the dandelion. We have them in our yards. We have them everywhere. Wherever we go, we see the dandelions, and we all think that pesky weed. But you know what? The dandelion has so much more to it. It really, really does. It has so much more to it. Pick the heads off and then soak them, you know, infuse them in an oil. It makes an amazing oil that you can make mix in if you make your own soaps, or you can even use it in a salad dressing. Okay, it's not as long as, you know, your area is safe. Okay, but yeah, there's so much more. The roots, if they're like 2 years old, you can dig up the roots. Alrighty, let them dry out, grind them up, and you have a coffee. Okay, there's so much to it, but let's get into this a little bit here. Okay, dandelion grows wild in most parts of the world. Everybody, I'm sure everybody everywhere knows a dandelion. They propagate from seed in spring. The key actions of the dandelion: they're a diuretic, detoxifying, and they do have that little, it's a bitter. Okay, the leaves. Okay, dandelion leaf is used as a diuretic and treats high blood pressure by reducing the volume of fluid in the body. Dandelion root is a key detoxifying herb that gently stimulates the liver and gallbladder's capacity to clear waste. All right, see, like I said, everything has something that can help us. It's here for a reason, and that's why we have to we got to make sure we don't get rid of all of them. You know, we got to make sure that we respect what's there. Okay, so parts used of the dandelion: the leaves are juiced, eaten raw in salads, or dried for use in herbal preparations. You can dry up the leaves. If local store down the road here that I go to all the time, DiPietro. Anybody who lives in Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo area knows of DiPietro's. This is where I go to get my meats and most of my greens, and they have dandelion leaves, and I love mixing them in with a salad. They are bitter if you eat them on their own, but if they're mixed with the right stuff, they just add that extra little Okay, the roots are harvested after 2 years and is dried or roasted. Leaves contain high levels of potassium. The tonic salad made with dandelion leaves, eat regularly for its cleansing benefits. So yeah, it's a decoction of root for acne. Take 1/3 of a cup 3 times a day. Infusion of leaves for swollen ankles. Take 2 cups daily. Juice made from the leaves for fluid retention. Take 1 tablespoon 3 times a day. So there's your little medicinal help from the dandelion, that pesky weed that we all have in our yards. Yeah. So you know what? Yeah, it's great for acne and boils, constipation, detoxifying for a hangover, fluid retention. It helps with hives. It's got so many uses, so many uses. So you know what, whenever you're clearing your yard out, take another look at that dandelion. All right, it's not as bad as you think it is. All right, now we're into the nettle. Now I have to admit, I have not harvested any of these myself. Now everybody you know, if you're new here, I'm disabled. I can't get out as much as I like to. I'm not allowed to drive anymore. I have a scooter that I can get to, and honestly, how far I am from my home is I can see my driveway right there. So I cannot go very far on my own. So for me to get out and forage, it's rather difficult. And yes, I do have this park here, but I thought about getting in touch with the city of Cambridge to see what their rules and, you know, regulations are on foraging in local parks. I'm not sure what it is, but you know what, now that I'm you know, coming up here more, I just might do that, you know, just you know, as long as I respect it, and I do. I'm gonna show, oh, you should see the little area I discovered over there. Oh my gosh, it's like its own little fern gully. It's absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, the nettle. The nettle is known for its sting. Nettle has long been appreciated for its medicinal uses. In the 1st century CE, the Greek physician Dioscorides, words are hard. Dioscorides listed a range of uses: the fresh chopped leaves as a plaster for septic wounds, the juice for nosebleeds, and the cooked leaves mixed with myrrh to stimulate menstruation. Today, nettle is used for hay fever, arthritis, anemia, and surprisingly even for some skin conditions. Now that's why surprisingly is because, yeah, they're called the stinging nettle for a reason. Okay, so let's see. It is a diuretic, a tonic, an astringent, prevents hemorrhaging, anti-allergenic, reduces prostate enlargement, the root of it does, and it's an anti-inflammatory. So the aerial parts are eaten as a tonic vegetable and used to make medicinal preparations. You dry the aerial parts. Root has important diuretic properties that make it useful for prostate problems. Seeds are thought to act to protect the liver. The decoction of root for enlarged prostate, drink 3/4 cups a day. Ointment of leaves for eczema, rub liberally. Now, for everything, for actual instruction recipes, I should say, make sure if you're going to try any of this, do talk to your doctor. This is just, you know, a thing of going back to nature, and like I said, everything has to be clean and safe from where you get it from. Alrighty. So the soup with nettle leaves, carrots, and onions is rich in iron. Drink regularly. See, capsules of leaf for enlarged prostate, take 300 milligrams 2 to 4 times a day. For heavy periods, take 100 milligram capsules 3 times a day. Infusion of leaves, drink 3/4 cup day as a tonic, just because it's good for you. Okay, tincture of root helps allergies and skin conditions. For hay fever, take 1 teaspoon diluted with half a cup of water daily. See, I make a tincture of my cannabis, and that is what I do. The only thing I made the mistake of doing is I made it with an 80 proof throw, and yeah, it's very, very potent. So it's yeah, it's only used every now and then. Let's see here. Allergic rhinitis, including hay fever, okay, self-help uses. Allergic rhinitis, including hay fever, anemia due to heavy menstrual bleeding, bites and stings, mild asthma, diaper rash, hives, and nosebleeds. So yeah, so take another look at that stinging nettle when you go buy it, because if it's in an okay place where you are, make sure you wear gloves. You know, you got to do it safe, because it will give you a bubble. Sorry, I just got to shift a little bit. I do a lot of that. So yeah, so that's a little bit of information on the nettle. Like I said, take another look at it next time you're out and about. Like, honestly, there are apps you can get for your phone that will take a picture of something. You know, you take a picture of it and it will give you all the information on it, on what you can do with it. You know what? I will post something down below once I have it, because it's on my phone and I can't actually show. I think it's called Grow It, but I will double check that, and I'll post it down below if any of you are interested in that app, because it is very interesting. And then you can pinpoint where you found it. So that, you know, oh yeah, where was that? If you can't, you know, access it right away, you can pinpoint, oh shoot, that's where it is. And then it also puts it into this archive, and you know, if you're looking for something in particular, look around, somebody in your own area might have found it. Alrighty, so yeah, I will post that below, because yeah, it's a very interesting, very, very fun app. Alrighty, so that was the nettle. Alrighty, now we're on to the yarrow. Now this one here I have seen everywhere. They grow everywhere. I'm sure if I look around here, I would probably find some here. Okay, so yarrow's native European plant with a long history as a wound healer. In classical times, it was known as Herba militaris, being used to staunch war wounds. It has long been taken as a strengthening bitter tonic, and all kinds of bitter drinks have been made from it. Yarrow helps recovery from colds and flu and is beneficial for hay fever. It also helps for menstrual problems and circulatory disorders. So there you go. Stops internal bleeding, promotes menstruation, anti-inflammatory. It's an antispasmodic, astringent, bitter tonic, increases sweating, lowers blood pressure, reduces fever. It's a mild diuretic and urinary antiseptic. Now, these are all just these common things you drive by on the side of the road and you think, oh, look at all those weeds. You know what, they're everything is there to do something for somebody. You know what, it's amazing. I love nature. Okay. The parts used. The aerial parts contain flavonoids, which are thought to give yarrow its antispasmodic properties. The flowers contain a volatile oil. The dried aerial parts and the fresh leaves. Caution, may cause allergic reaction in rare cases. Use the essential oil only under professional supervision. Do not take during pregnancy. Yeah, see a little note. See everything. You can make a tea with peppermint, elderflower, and yarrow. Makes a wonderful, wonderful tea. Remedy for colds: mix equal parts of yarrow, peppermint, and elderflower. Infuse 1 teaspoon worth of 3/4 cup water for 10 minutes. Take 3 times a day. A tincture for digestion: take 20 drops 3 times a day. Essential oil extracted from the flower is used by herbalists to treat congestion. You know, the poultice applied to grazes, cuts, and bruises. Now that's something you can do, you know, out and about. If you're out for a hike and somebody falls and they hurt themselves, and you know, find some yarrow, find the leaves, mush them all up. You know, like I want to say, not like a paste, not that bad, and then, you know, apply them on there with some more of the other leaves, and it will help. It will help. I haven't actually tried it, but people have. Okay. Self-help uses: cleansing wounds, colds and flu, digestive infections, fever, and varicose veins. Oh, I might have to go search for some yarrow. Yeah, 47, the back of my legs. I'm getting a map of varicose veins like I have stretch marks on my belly from my babies. Love the joys of being a woman. Yeah, I know, some men too. I know. Okay, so that was the yarrow. That's a chance for you to take another look at, again, our pesky common weeds that, everybody kind of turns their nose up at and think they're a nuisance. You know, take another look at it. You know, get that app. I don't know if it was this one or if I talked to, I hope you listened to all 3. I really do, because, I really hope you listened to all 3, because they're all interesting. But yeah, so get that app. That is very, very, very interesting. And yeah, if you're this book, like, I only gave you a tidbit of information that is in here, because if I read everything, well, this video would be long, and I make them long enough as it is because I never shut up. Okay, so this book, like garlic, lemon balm, wormwood, everything of what you can do with what you think is a common weed, or even a spice or herb that you already grow in your garden. There might be more to it than you think, than just drying it up and putting it in your food. Okay, take a look at it. Take a look into it. I'm serious. It's a different world. It really is. It's a different world. And once you start, you just get immersed into it. You're looking at everything in a different way. Okay, and that is the whole point. Okay, everything and everybody looks at things that just straightforward, and what they see is what you get. But you know what? There's always more to it. Okay, this is just a shell. There's more inside that everybody needs to take another look at. Okay, in everything, in all aspects of life. All right, so there's my little message for today, and that was your info on those 3 common pesky weeds that we find everywhere. So with that being done, let's get into the readings, shall we? So we have the first pile. So yeah, let's get into the readings. Let's get into the second part. I you know what? It depends on how the cards come out. I hate doing a bad reading, and I don't usually end on a bad reading. So yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're in a happy space. It is summer solstice. It is a beautiful day. Birds are singing. Let's get into pile number one. Pile number one. Pile number one. What is pile number one? Oh, right away. High Priest and the Prince of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Let's keep going, shall we? Happy Friday, it is Friday. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, we've got the Prince of Pentacles, the High Priest, and the Prince of Wands that have all jumped out at us. Sorry, getting comfy again, you know. Yeah, you know, I move around a lot, especially now that I'm sitting out on the ground. I'm on pillows. I am very careful. I'm on pillows. Oh my God, I got to even up that tan line. I wish I had property where I didn't need to have tan lines. This summer we have been able to go out to the Ponderosa. Upsetting. Okay, so, me babbling. Prince of Pentacles. Someone is, these are ready to start off. Okay, and you know what it is right now. You know, I think I've gotten this in other. It's this whole time right now. Everybody is starting to step out, but the guards are still up. You know, everybody is still very cautious of everybody else. And then we have that High Priest. You know, that's us kind of going. You know what? I'm still gonna go, and I'm gonna do me, but I'm gonna do me in my way. All right, and that is nothing wrong with that. And then we have the Prince of Wands, okay, and that's that fire. So you know, I'm just gonna keep on flipping. I'm just gonna keep on flipping and see what we got. Oh, Princess of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, okay, we're getting off on some new beginnings. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, and then we've got the Rebirth. Lover's card. Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, ooh, Eight of Wands, and what are we going to end with? A Nine of Swords. No, we're not ending with the Nine of Swords. I refuse to end with the Nine of Swords. Okay, although it might not be a bad thing. Let's see. Okay, so Prince of Pentacles. Okay, you know, in all honesty, these two go up there, these two go there, that goes there. That goes there, that goes there, because two of them jumped out at us, right? So with that being said, we get two more cards on top of this. And then we've got the Wheel, and then there's that good decision being done. Okay, I knew we were not going to end on a bad one. Okay, Prince of Pentacles jumped out. Like I said, that's us going out, finally getting out on our own. You know what? Everything is being lifted in its own sort of way, and the High Priest is showing us going out. Still agreeing to things, because you know what, we're not, you know, but we're going to do it in our own way. You know, everybody's stepping out in their own way. Okay, then we have the Prince of Wands, and now that is there's this fire. Okay, you're ready to go gung-ho. You've been in confines long enough. Now it's time to start and get going. Princess of Pentacles, there's the wheels are turning. Okay, things are starting. There's new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. I can't emphasize that more, because you know, we've got the Queen of Pentacles that came up after that, and then after that one, the Ten of Cups, and then we have a Rebirth. So I'm guarding. Yeah, my English is so good. I have a there's pregnancy. There's pregnancy. There's going to be you know what, and I want to say it's just common sense to know that, and the cards are telling us all the same thing. Okay, there's going to be pregnancies, there's going to be growth in family. Ten of Pentacles, that's that family. You know, right now those cups are empty, but that rainbow is there. So you know, you're going to be hearing some news soon of a addition to the family. Okay, now whether it be yours or whether it be niece, nephew, cousin, somebody close. okay? Somebody close. Somebody close. There's going to be a news of, guess what? There's another little delivery on the way, okay? Because that's the rebirth card. That's showing these things. Guess what? Because then we had the Lovers card after that, which is telling me, you know what, it's okay, because we had some tension. We had some tension in quarantine. Of course, you know, every couple will when you're spending that much time together, okay? But you know what, look what we did, okay? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, because we still have each other, okay? We have that Lovers card. Now, Two of Pentacles, okay? That's overcoming that storm, okay? That's overcoming the troubles that you had during quarantine, okay? There was arguing, things might have looked tense, a little bit, but you know what? That's done and it's over with, and you know what? You're juggling the two. You know, everything's okay. We came back. We came out. Six of Pentacles. Watch those pennies, okay? Yeah, you know, might have had, some of you might have had that, you know, that extra income coming in, and you know what, that's stopping now, okay? That's stopping now. But you know, you got to be careful. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful with money for the next, I want to say until, at least until after Christmas, okay? Because things are going to be tough. Things are going to be tough. Be prepared for some surprises, okay? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, be prepared for some surprises. You know, act like that miser. You know, act like, no, I can't afford that. I can't afford that, no matter, you know. As an example, I went to Walmart yesterday with my daughter, and I was thirsty, and I was going to grab this little bottle. I think they're 375 mils now. I don't even think they're 500 mils anymore, for $1.99. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, are you kidding me? If I just scoot, because I have to use their scooters in Walmart, if I just scoot to the back, I could get two 2-liter bottles for $1.98. Like, no, that is see, now that's what I'm talking. That's the way you need to start thinking, okay? It might seem $2 is nothing, but they add up. So you need to pinch those pennies. Pinch those pennies. I almost going to say it again the wrong way. Yeah, you need to pinch those pennies, okay, for the next, at least until after Christmas. It's going to be, the rest of the year is just, you know, it's almost going to be like you're still in quarantine for the rest of the year. But, you know, there's a lot of things you can do that are free. Remember that, because now the parks and such like that are starting to open up again. That is what you can do. Find stuff to do. Alrighty. Eight of Wands. That is still having that struggle. Still having a struggle. You still feel like you're up. You know, this year is based. Yeah, there's those. Yeah, this is all coming out of quarantine. That's what this is. This is everybody coming out of this quarantine that we've had, of things being tough, and you know, at the beginning it's all going to be good because you're happy to be out and happy to be at it again, but then things are going to start coming to realization of what wasn't done. Okay, and all that's going to come, and it's going to add up, and things are going to seem stressful, and you're going to seem like you are constantly, okay, I gotta go, I gotta keep going. And then we've got the Nine of Swords, which is, you know, that's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I going to do? But you know what? You're going to figure it out. All this is going to come to an end. You're going to put your line in the sand, okay? You're going to put your line. You've got a lot of major cards like that. That's a rebirth. Like, that's how, yeah. And then we've got the Lovers, yeah. And then the Wheel here. So you're going to put your line in the sand, and you're going to say, this is what I can handle, and this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so you'll come back, you'll figure it out. It's the next of the year is going to be a little tough. You're going to have that happy news coming up. It's going to be sometime over the summer where you're going to hear about that little extra, that little happiness that's going to pop up. Okay, so yeah. And then by, yeah, like coming up to Christmas, that's when you're going to have, ooh, I'm just starting to get really, coming up to Christmas is where, not my back. This is just, I'm getting really into this reading, and I'm just feeling the energy. And I don't know if any of you out there can see it. I can just feel it just kind of, okay. Yeah, no, the wheel, you're going to put your line in the sand, and you're going to say, I can't handle, like, I'm going to handle what I can handle. And I'm going to be okay with that. Okay. I'm going to be okay with that. Alrighty. And then we ended with the Two of Swords. Okay. The Two of Swords is that it doesn't matter what I do, either road is going to end up in the same way. Okay. It's one of those, whether you stress about how much you can do, no, you're stressing about how much you need to do, but physically you can only do so much. Why are you stressing about what you can't do? You can't do it. Why stress about it? I don't know if you can understand the frame of thought that I'm trying to get out there. It's one of those, don't stress what you can't help. You can't help it. Do what you can. Put that positivity and, like, I know I can do this. And you know what, if you give it just that little bit, give it like 5% more, and then next time you do it, well, you might do it a little bit quicker, and you might do it a little bit better, because that's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. That once you put that line in the sand, the decisions that you make the road will be the same at both ends. Okay. The end result will be the same at both ends. Now, whether you do it stressfully or whether you do it calm, relaxed, and get it done. Okay? I hope that makes sense, because that's what I'm getting from this. Yeah, so we started out with coming back out into life, into reality, into a new reality. And then the high priest telling us that, you know what, yeah, we're going to do it, but we're going to do it our way. Okay? That's, I really try not to get into politics and such like that, but I can only call it as I see it, and that's pretty much what I'm getting from the high priest in this one. This one here is like, yeah, okay, fine, you've made these rules, and you're telling us we have to live this way, but you know what, screw you, we'll abide by your rules, but we're going to do it our way. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. Okay, the things are changing, and they're getting done in like, hopefully in the right direction. Okay, so yeah, things are happening, and that's what the high priest is. The high priest is telling us, yeah, with that Prince of Pentacles, we're coming out, we're doing it. Our swords are down, our swords are down, but our defenses are up. Okay, that's pretty much, there we go. Prince of Wands, that's that fire, that's that okay, I'm ready to go. I'm getting out of this, I'm starting my life now. Okay, let's start. We'll pause long enough, we're ready to take off. Princess of Pentacles, what am I going to do? I've got plans, I've got ideas. Things are going to start coming in again slowly, because I've got plans and I've got ideas. Queen of Pentacles, going to do it. You're going to sit proud in your throne. You're going to feel confident. Remember to take care of yourself, though. Okay, don't overdo it. Remember to take care of yourself. And then we have that Ten of Cups. That's that. Then with the rebirth, and then the Lovers, that's I just got strong, like I said, I'm sure every psychic's going to tell you that you're going to hear about unplanned pregnancies happening in the near future, because it's just I don't want to say physics, but or science, or it's just what's going to happen. You put a couple alone in a house, yeah, it's just going to happen. So yeah, in your family, you are going to hear of a new addition coming in. Be prepared for that. Everybody's going to come out with this feeling, refreshed. Our cups are empty, and we're going to fill them up again. But we've got that rainbow. We've got that new beginning. We've got that fresh start that we're coming out of, because that's what it is. Really, it's a fresh start for us, because it's a new way of living now. It's our new normal. Okay, rebirth. That's that, like I said, that unplanned pregnancy. Again, that's that new beginning and that rebirth. The Lover's card. Things, things kind of got tough for some couples in all of this. Where if you live together, if you're married, and being stuck together, even though there was some very passionate moments, there was still some very passionate arguments as well. But you know what, you've come through it. You've come through it. The storm is in the past. You've come out on top, and you are handling what you can handle. Okay, you're handling what you can handle, and just remember to do it together. Alrighty. Six of Pentacles. Keep an eye on those pennies, at least until after Christmas. Things are going to be very tough. Be prepared for some unsuspected surprises. They're going to pop up. They're going to be in there. Eight of Wands. You know what? Things are going to start adding up to a point where you feel like you just can't handle it. There's so much, because everything that was on pause now has to start again, but the timeline hasn't changed to when it's due. Okay, so you're going to feel like you're battling. It's like there's no end. You're going to be stressing over it. You're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I just can't do this anymore. And you're going to come to the point where, you know what, I can only do what I can do. And like it or not, that's all I can do. And you know what, this is really not, everybody understands it. It just needs to be told in some situations. Okay, and then we have that Two of Swords of, you know what, the decision you make, both roads lead to the same place. It's which one you take that makes it the easiest way for you to get there. Alrighty, so there we go. That was pile one. Let's see, what do we have from the butterflies? What do we have from the butterflies? I've seen a couple. I've seen some bumbles. I've been trying to respect the bumbles. It's hard for me. I'm hypoallergenic, so yeah, I have to be cautious. So here we go. Butterflies. What do we have? Healing from the past. Yeah, that's part of this whole, the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles, of letting that storm past. We've all been like, I don't want to say we're all in this together, but in this aspect, when it comes to COVID, we were all in this together. So healing from the past, there's things that we need to let go of. Just let it go. It came from a place of confusion, of fear, of and I know sometimes words are hard to forget because words hurt the most. But sometimes it was done on both sides. Just remember that. Alrighty. Ooh, okay. Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. I'm just going to leave that one sit there. Okay. Your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. See? There's, yeah. Mosquitoes, don't like them. There you go. Your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. So yeah, there's going to be, if forever this resonated with, if this is something that feels like you, I'm thinking if you've been trying, expect something. Expect some good news. Expect some good news. I have a feeling that something that was told couldn't or would be hard might just be coming true. Alrighty, so yeah, that is pile number one. Yeah, the dandelion. See, it could bounce back. Just give it a chance. Alrighty. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going over the spiel. It's what I have to do. Like I don't ask for money. If you want to give it to me, great. But I don't ask for it. I just ask for a subscribe. That's all I ask for. So, and a thumbs up. Thumbs ups are awesome. YouTube really likes those thumbs up. So yeah, so there we go. And share me out. Share me out. Let somebody else have some fun with a reading. Alrighty. So yeah, you all have yourselves a very, very good day, and I will see you all next week. Hi there. Alrighty, let's get on to pile number 2, shall we? The stinging nettle. Alright, let's see here. This is such a nice spot that I found here. I like this. You know what? After the video, I'm going to take a little video of the little area I found in there. So I hope you go to the end and take a look at it, and you'll see why I love coming here. You'll understand when you see it. Now that I've figured out it's not that hard to get back there, I can do it on my own. I might be, if it wasn't so much on an incline, I would probably sit back there and do these, but it's a little bit like this. But you'll see. Alrighty, let's see, what do we have for the stinging nettle? Alright, ooh, 6 of swords. 6 of swords. Let's see. Oh, 9 of cups. Some inner celebrations going on. Okay. 4 of cups. I'm just going to keep on going. Oh, and then the 2 of cups. Justice card. King of wands. 4 of pentacles. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on going. Let me see here. Oh, I went a little too far. There we go. 4, 8, 12. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Sorry. My daughter's supposed to come and visit today, and well, I'm not home. So, yeah, she's 25th. She's moving to Alberta on me. Yeah, Alberta first, and then she thinks Scotland. But I've done her cards for her. She's not leaving Alberta. Yeah, she's gonna find things are too good for her in Alberta. She's not gonna leave. So I feel better about that because my sister lives in Alberta. So it makes me feel better knowing that, you know, at least she'll have people close by. I also have a cousin that lives there. My adopted sister lives in Edmonton. Yeah, so you know what? Not that bad. And it's only a 4-hour flight. So, anyway, that's a little bit about me. Sorry, this is supposed to be for you. I'm sorry. 6 of swords, 9 of cups, 2 of wands, and then the 4 of cups. And we've got the hermit, the 2 of cups, the justice card, the king of wands, 4 of pentacles, ace of wands, 10 of wands, and the lord card. That is what we have coming out. So the 6 of swords and the 9 of cups. Now with those, I got a feeling that you're coming back from like an accomplishment, but it's like a self accomplishment, something that you have strived for, and it's something that you've worked for. And now it's finally coming due. Okay, the 2 of wands. This is, I see you moving. You're not moving physically, but moving. Moving moving in a sense of, I kind of just moving in a direction. I can't say it's in regards to work or career because I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of you're moving in a direction of life, of something that you've been striving for. It's finally going to start moving. Oh, there's my big brown bag of sand getting delivered. Yeah, we had one of those too today. So yeah, so the 4 of cups, that is, you know what, you're kind of... slow down a little bit. Okay, things are going to be moving for you. You're going to get excited. Things are going to get happy, but you need to slow down a little bit. Save a little bit for a rainy day, okay? Because you're going to, I want to say, go a little bit too fast, and you just things need to happen at a pace, okay? Then we've got the Hermit card. That is, I've got a strong sense of like that whole self-discovery and life and things that you're learning about yourself and who you are, and yeah, like it's a whole, and I'm sure most of us do, especially coming in out of this, you know, use it as a time to let's try something new. But no, this, I've got a really strong sense of, like, my head is a really strong sense of, yeah, you're really learning. You're really learning. Life is like hitting you, and it's sticking in. It's like, oh shit, that's what you've been trying to tell me. Like, why didn't I listen? Okay. And then we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. That is, I see a very good, like, I'm getting a strong feeling of, well, up till now, okay, we're going to get into something else in a minute, of a very strong feeling of like I said, self-discovery, of you know what, you have this Nine of Cups, you have this inner joy, this inner celebration, but you know what, maybe you need to not leave that just an inner celebration, and let that come out as a celebrate it with others, if that makes, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I know physical contact and all that is like right now, but there's other ways to celebrate, because then we get into the Justice card, because I really see you starting to really come into yourself, and having that equal balance, that yin and that yang is there for you. Okay, it's like, this is, yeah, this is a really a lot of movement. Okay, because the Justice card, and then we have the King of Wands, and then that's that sense. Sorry, back is getting to me a little bit. That is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is that feeling of I'm there. I'm sorry, I said that very harshly and very, no, it's like I'm there. But that is kind of that feeling of the King of Wands. He can be, now, remember what I've always said, he, she doesn't necessarily mean, it's the energy, okay? It's that masculine energy. But the King of Wands is that energy of I'm here, I did it, okay? And then we go into the Four of Pentacles, that, you know, now you're finally starting to, it's all starting to show itself. Things are starting to come in, and it's like, okay, I did it. Okay, I found where I needed to be. Okay, I found where I needed to be. The Two of Cups, I found where I needed to be. I've got that, like, you're just kind of like, yeah, I'm, you know, that's what it is. And then the Justice card is that yin and that yang. You finally reached your balance. Okay, the King of Wands, now you're ready to finally take control and take proprietorship of what you have done and what you have accomplished. Now it's time to like stick your sword or stick your flag in the ground and say, this is mine. Okay, because the Four of Pentacles, things are going to start showing themselves, things are going to start coming in. Okay, so, oh yeah, okay, now this is starting to come together. Okay, I gotta, you know what, things that you have used to your benefit for in regards to work. Okay, this is a lot, has to do with stuff that you have learned about yourself, is going to help you where you want to be in the end. Okay, because there's that Four of Pentacles, that's that those monies coming in and getting put away. Okay, monies are coming in and getting put away and getting put away. And then we've got the Ace of Wands, and that's like, bam, did it. I did it. I'm off to that new start, that fresh beginning, because of everything that I have done and I have accomplished over time. I am there, I have done it, I'm off to and ready to that fresh start. It's on the go. But then we've got that Ten of Wands. Okay, you need to remember, alrighty, you need to remember this Four of Cups. Don't overdo it. Only handle what you can control. Alrighty, don't do a lazy man's load. That's pretty much the Ten of Wands. Don't do a lazy man's load. Alrighty, because it's just going to make you exhausted, and you don't want to do that, because you've worked so hard to be able to balance and bring that yin yang into your life and into yourself, that you don't want to overdo it again. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work, and don't do a lazy man's load. Do what you can handle, because you know what? In the end, we've got the Lord card. This is you just, okay? That is you getting what you've worked for. That is you getting what you've strived for. That is you getting you've done a lot of work for this, and now it's coming out and it's showing itself, and it's done. You're getting it. Okay, the Lord card. It is all yours. Alrighty. All right, now we're gonna go into the butterflies. Okay. Sorry, there's somebody walking in the park saying hello. All right, let's see. What do we got here? What do we got here? We have adult children. You know what? Even though this one here is hitting me as, even though this is coming to a close, in a sense, first wave. I don't know. I'm hearing everything from a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So you need to remember about your parents. Alrighty. Yous are old enough to know better. Why did that come into my head? Old enough to know better. You're old enough to know better. Old enough to know better. Yeah. That's all I have for that one. You just got to remember, you're adults. Act like it. I gotta, with it going right beside that Four of Cups, I kind of got a strong feeling it has to do with something with that, with over, I don't know. Not going to commit to anything with that one, other than old enough to know better, because that's the one that really stuck into my brain. Oh my God, quit. Okay, here we are. This is the one. Oh, hello, Mr. Ant. I don't want you on my cloth. Thank you. Surrendering to the journey. Release control. Okay. Yeah, you see, like you've made it. You know where you're going. Now it's just time to let it flow. Okay? You've done the work. Good things are coming up for it. Good things are coming up for it. Surrendering to the journey. I like that card. It's a beautiful card. All right. The fairies. What do the fairies have to say? What do the fairies have to say? Ooh, woo, woo. See, children. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. Now again, with that one there, like I said in the first pile, there are things, children. I have this feeling that it has to do with adult children as well, that, you know what, we need to remember who we are, and I just went, right now I just went to, like, we're adult, but we're still children. Like, we're always somebody's child, right? In the end, we're all somebody's child. So, you know what, we have to, yeah, we just have to, surrendering to the journey, release control. I have to admit, that one's got me a little slumped. That one's got me yeah, that one got me. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me, you know, but maybe it makes sense to you, and that's what matters, right? I can only give the message. You need to make, I've said that if the first four cards doesn't resonate with you, then you know, give it a listen to the rest of it, and you know, you'll know from there. But you know, you can pick another one. But yeah, sometimes, and it's hard whenever I don't have someone right in front of me to, you know, I can only get so much. I can only get so much. I can only give the message. You need to understand it. So there. Pile number 2. The stinging nettle. Yeah, this one stung me all right. I'll tell you that one. I thought it was, you know, things were going until we got to the oracle cards, and I don't understand the message that they're trying to say. I really don't. Like adult children, that one sticks with me as old enough to know better. And then surrendering to the journey, releasing control. Again, that's a lot of old enough to know better. Try not to like thumb, yeah, under my thumb. And then children, your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. Again, another children. Okay. Something more comes to me, I'll post another video. Alrighty, so that was pile number 2. If it resonated with you, awesome. Please let me know. Please let me know how the oracle card part worked with you, if it did. Yeah. Give me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a share. All of the above does help me out a lot. Like I said, I don't ask for money. I just ask for please subscribe. Alrighty, so yeah, share me around to family and friends. Maybe they like to have a little bit of a listen or laugh at me, whichever. If somebody's getting some enjoyment from what I'm doing, I don't care in which aspect. Alrighty, so you have yourself a very, very good day. Bye now. Hi there. Alrighty, so now we're on to pile number 3, the Yarrow. Yarrow. No, I would like to go out and actually just, you know, dig some up and bring them home, put them in my own garden. I would like to do that again, but it's getting me out. And we only have one vehicle. We sold our Jeep, so now we just have the truck that's easy for me to get in and out of. And I can't drive, and my husband works really stupid hours. So when he gets home, he doesn't want to take me anywhere. And then on weekends, he's got to do everything that I can't do. So yeah, here I am whining. I'm sorry. Tell me to shut up. I can find a way. I'll figure out a way. That's it. Positivity. I will figure out a way. Alrighty, so here we go. Pile number 3. Yarrow. Woo! Alright. We are stopping right there. The star. Oh, things are coming your way. Things are coming your way. The Hanged Man. Wow. 4 of Wands. Things are happening for you. 10 of Swords, but be careful. Princess of Swords. 7 of Swords. Okay. Princess of Wands. 4 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. The Wheel. High Priest. And Rebirth. Okay. So the star. Started out with that. Okay, let's start there. I gotta shuffle a little bit. My back. Okay. The star. I love the star. I love the star. I've always had this, and I you know, with every reading I put myself into it, right? My energy, and I'm bringing it in from everybody. That's why I like to post the pile, the pictures and everything, so that I can get just all the energies of everybody that has posted. It all comes out. It all comes out, and the readings are for those that resonate and those that need it the most. Okay, if it doesn't resonate with you, then just this time at this point, these people needed to hear this more. Okay, so the star. Good things are coming your way. Good things are so coming your way. Your life is going to be filled with I get wish and luck and happiness and just things happening. And then we went into the Hanged Man, and that's the Hanged Man is quirkiness and getting things done and things being finished and but not in your normal way. Okay, that's the Hangman. The Hangman's kind of quirky and kind of funky. And then we've got the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands always for me represents like a stability of 4 walls of protection, of strength, of power, of you know, did I give enough words there? Okay. Then we got that 10 of Swords. It's all going to come together, okay, as they always do. If you've read, you know they come together. 10 of Swords. That's that that own inner feeling that I'm getting from. Maybe not. Ten of Swords. I've got the sense of something from the past coming back. Something from the past coming back, because then we have the Princess of Swords, where you're kind of getting up defensive a little bit. You're just starting to okay, you know what? I got to get some things in a row. I've got to get my mind in order. I've got to get, things are starting to come together because of that. So it might not be a bad thing. Because of that coming up has brought some like new fire into you. Okay, then we have the Seven of Swords, and that oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, it's just there's so much going on here, because then we've got the Princess of Wands here, and then we go back to the Four of Swords. Okay, so wow. And then you'll see why I'm saying wow again, because when I get to the end of this, oh my goodness. Okay, Princess of Swords, like I said, coming into yourself and realizing who you are, that you have the strength and the ability and everything. Like you're realizing all this. Seven of Swords is that increase of knowledge, of like brain power is just going. Okay. I know. Princess of Wands. That is okay. Time to take action. Okay, that's that Princess of Wands. You're the Princess of Swords. You figured out who all this works. Now you're the Princess of Wands. You're ready to get going. But then we go back to the Four of Swords, where you're just going to sit and you're going to relax and you're going to reflect on what the hell is going on. So you see where this is coming off as a little bit of like, it's just all over the place. So it's really got me poof, poof, poof. Okay, and then we go down to the Nine of Pentacles, of where, okay, I've made myself, and this is who I am, and this is where I'm going to be, and I'm comfortable here. Okay? Really? This one has got me just all over the place. Then we've got the wheel of you've gotten everything you needed. And I like getting the wheel after the Nine of Pentacles, because that one there says, like I'm here, and then the wheel just kind of reinforces it, that you've made your circle, your line is drawn in the sand, and you've got what you needed, and you're comfortable and you're happy there. Okay? Because then we go into the High Priest of, yeah, I figured out who I am, and yeah, I am who I am, and it's great to get the High Priest and the Hangman in the same reading, because they both kind of, for me and my cards and my tools, remember that, they both kind of represent the same thing, in a sense of where the Hangman is how you're going to get things done. Okay, at the High Priest is of who you are, but they both kind of in unconventional ways, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so to get the two of those in the same reading kind of reaffirms to me that, if you resonated with the first four cards, you're going to resonate with the rest of the reading. The rest of the reading is for you as well. Okay, because and then we ended with the Rebirth card of, that's it, I'm ready to go. Okay, I've done what I needed to do, everything, like in your own sense, in your own way, which is so weird. I kind of got a really weird sense of like this really resonating with the Aquarius and Scorpio, of how such even a Gemini of minds can be changed, and it can be this way for 1 second, and bam, switch, I'm going this way. Okay, yeah, because yeah, like it is so much all over the place. Okay, so we started off with the star showing me that you've got that luck, and you've got everything is on your side to coming your way. All right, things are starting to come in. You've done the work, and now things are starting to pay off. All right, then we've got the Hangman, because that's how you work. You do things in an unconventional way. You make sure you have all the information gathered. Again, my cards, the Hangman always to me represented, I'm going back to Odin hanging upside down in the tree to gather the knowledge he needed. Okay, that's kind of what and it's not your normal way. Like, you don't, who does that? All right, somebody who finds a way to get things done. All right, the Four of Wands. You've got your things, your four walls of stability. You've gotten that protection. You're feeling comfortable, and you're happy where you are. Things are well. You're doing well. Then that Ten of Swords pops in. Okay. You know, it's just a little bump in the road. Everything else is running smooth. You don't need to worry too much about that Ten of Swords. All right. Like I said, it's just a little bump in the road of something that's going to go, oh my God, why is that coming back? I thought I dealt with that. I thought it was over. Okay. Because then you're going to come into Princess of Swords mode of, you know what? I did. I took care of it. Bam. I dealt with it. It's over. I'm moving on from that. Alrighty. Then we go to the Seven of Swords of, you know what? I'm going to make sure that doesn't come back again. I want to make sure that that doesn't bother me again. I'm going to figure out and learn everything I need to learn to make sure that that does not come back and bother me again. Okay. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to sign what I need to sign. Just not right now. It's Mercury retrograde. Do not sign anything until after the, oh my God, the 12th? The 12th of July. Okay. Let me double check that date, but yeah, do not sign anything until after Mercury retrograde. But that could be you coming back with this Four of Swords as well. Here you're sitting in relaxation mode after the... yeah, so Seven of Swords, gathering your information, doing what you need to do to make sure that Ten of Swords does not come back again. You don't want that. Okay. And then we have the Princess of Swords, you standing up. I am ready to take action. Let's go. Ready to do this. I've gathered what I needed to gather. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to do this. But then, no, we're just going to sit down now. We're just going to sit down. We're going to relax. We're going to let things fall as they may, because, you know what, I've gathered all the information. They know I have the information. It's getting very, very loud. I'm going to put you on pause for 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Completely different. Yeah, I'm back in my room. Household full of family back there. You know what? And it got very, very loud. I guess they were tripping. They'd cut down a bunch of trees just on the outcrop of where I was sitting. Yeah, so they were wood chipping them all. But anyway, okay, where we were sitting at was the Princess of Wands and then the Four of Swords of, you know, gathering your information. Now, you know what, you've done what you need to do. Now it's just time to sit and wait and let things fall as they might. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is you just, you know what, I've gathered everything I needed to gather. I'm very comfortable. I am home. You know what, I know where I stand and I know who I am. Okay, things are you know, things are looking really good for you at this point. And then we went into the wheel, like 3 major cards, bang, like we started off with 2 major and we're ending with 3 major. So, you know, you're coming into this with a bang and you're going out with a bang as well. So like, it's amazing. Then there's that wheel that you know, you've drawn your line in the sand. Okay, you've got everything you need in your own circle. Okay, you've got everything you need right there to keep things rolling. Okay, and then we've got this High Priest here. Alrighty, that is that you know what, I am okay. And then the Rebirth card. The Rebirth card, that card of you just, you know what? We start with the wish star, we start with the star, and we end with rebirth. You know, it's like one of those, I'm coming in with all of the innocence and everything coming towards me and making me feel amazing. And you know, things are just going to, like I said, don't let this thing from the past, don't let that affect who you are. Like, really don't, because it's not worth it, because you've got so much more to look forward to. Okay, you've got so much more to look forward to. Alrighty, so that is that. Let's get into the butterfly cards. The butterfly cards. Yeah, like I am big on spiritual guidance. I am big on life coaching. You know what? This is the Ten of Swords. That one card, that one thing from the past. If I can tell you anything, is don't let it. Don't let it interfere in who you are. Really don't. The butterfly, emotions. See, that's again talking about those Ten of Swords. You know, don't let your emotions get involved. You know, because that's where we start off, we think with our head, and then we think with our heart, and then we have to end with what we feel in our gut. Okay, that is where, if you've got a bad feeling in your gut about something, you know what, then go with that. But once you've got to work on getting that calm. Okay, you need to work on that. You need to, because like once emotions get involved, that's when like hurt starts, and we don't want to go back to that. Okay, we don't want to go back to that. Okay, so now, see what the Sacred Traveler has to say. Let's see. Sacred Traveler, who are you to me? Whoa. Okay. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. I love this one too. This one's great with the phoenix. It's beautiful. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. All right. Sometimes we just need a little bit of guidance. Just go sit outside, meditate outside, you know, put some earphones, music on. You know, it doesn't, like, meditation is different for everybody. Okay. You don't have to sit there and hum. That is a form of meditation, but it's not the only form. Okay, you can meditate in your own way, and just someplace alone where you can just organize your thoughts. Okay, think of the yin and the yang, how to make it positive. Alrighty, so find that space for you. Find that space for you. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Oh, that's a nice one too. Okay, oh, the fairies. The fairies. These spicy little fairies. All right, let's see. How are we doing? How are we doing today? Oh, okay. All right. He wants me to stand there. I'll stay there. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. See, again, with that Ten of Swords. All righty. We need to be careful with that one, because that, at this point, is what is going to make and help and aid in the rest of this coming about. Okay, it's how you react to things when this comes about in your life. Okay, remember that. It's how you react to that little bit of whatever it is that's going to be coming back from your past that will make all the difference in the world. Okay, so there we go. That is it. That's it for pile number 3, the Yarrow so-called weed. Yeah, so like I said, if you're driving around, don't look at those and think, oh, those pesky things, they have their nuisance, they have no use. Everything has a use. Alrighty, so yeah, if you know the whole spiel, like, comment, subscribe. I will ask every time, share. You know, share me out, send me out to friends, family that, you know, wouldn't mind getting a tarot reading. I enjoy what I do, and I hope you enjoy watching. Alrighty, you all have a very, very good day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, sweethearts.